Hi and welcome back to another video of jPlay. I am Marcus and today I walk you through SPIEL.digital. I spent some time on the platform yesterday. During the morning hours there were some slight hiccups in respect to performance, a lot of errors that were popping up. But already by around noon everything was running very smoothly and was magical, I don't know, but really a job well done. They fixed this thing really in no time, and also during the evening at least I didn't really encounter any issues. Really nicely done. And here we are looking at the so-called theme world. So you have the two-player games, solo games, card games, party games, expert games, you name it. So let's say I want to check out the solo games down here. I click on it and then we have this nice little view here and you see some hotness. So basically I imagine where most of the things are happening right now, maybe where most of the visitors are. So that should kind of simulate a standard fair where you see, oh wow, there's a huge crowd of people at that booth. Let's check it out on our own. So I think that's definitely nicely done. You can scroll in, you can scroll out, you can track things around. So that's really nicely done. The one thing I'm missing here now is really some kind of a, let's say, full text search. So let's say you would type in some stuff and it would bring you to a specific game or to a specific publisher. But I understand it's really the first iteration of this platform here. And again, given the time they had, it's really a job well done. I really have to say it like that. I believe there were already some things in the works, so they didn't really start from scratch when I think this has been mentioned during the press conference a couple of days ago. So again, they didn't have to start from scratch with this platform. Otherwise, I believe they wouldn't have been able to make it. But yeah, overall, these are now some of the things within the solo game. So let's check out what Pegasus has in respect to solo games. And this is now also something, now you are at the, let's call it, virtual booth of those publishers here. So in there, it really doesn't matter from which category you came from. It doesn't matter if you clicked on it during the family game or within the solo games, you will always be brought to this booth, which makes sense. So usually most of the publishers only have one booth. I think for Pegasus that might not be true. I think usually they have more places at the physical fair in Essen here in this case. So you see some, I don't know, description, what Pegasus is. I think most of you should know what it is. On the right hand side, you see some of the events. So for example, you see some live. I really don't know what 1, 2, 3 here means. Could be a test. And this is also something which you see every now and then when you check out the events. You already also see some garbage. So I think in future, if they really stick to that format, maybe accompanying the future physical fairs in Essen, maybe they want to do some more cleanup in advance so that you find. But overall, you will definitely find some interesting stuff. So you see a raffle here, for example. Then we see a live thing around a talisman adventure RPG Dead Messenger. So maybe let's simply click on it. Let's say I'm interested in here. Then I see only German round. Okay, it starts event time on the 23rd at 10 a.m. I think I already missed that. No, it's still going till 2 p.m. at the Virtual Gable tables here, for example. And then you find some stuff. But here I don't really necessarily see something. So I don't know. Normally you find also some table stand, for example, or maybe a link to Discord where things are usually being discussed. Apart from that, you see, of course, there, I would say, latest releases. So here we see Bonfire. You also see how many times this has been liked. And yeah, it's definitely a likable game. I have it too. I'm planning to do a playthrough relatively soon, maybe even looking at the solo rules, which look pretty tempting. And of course, yeah, you can buy the game. Let's see about that. There were also some interesting discussions in respect to how you can buy those games, which is not very consistent. But yeah, it's really, things are different this year. And maybe this is something which will be sorted out for future fairs in this case, for example. But here you see that it's also been linked within some of the events. In some other games, you don't see any linked events to that. Sometimes you click on it and there are no events. So you have to basically go back to the booth layer and then you see the events. But here we see, for example, on 24th, 3:45 p.m. interview with Stefan Feld. So definitely would want to check it out. And then apart from that, yeah, here, this is what we're looking at. So we have basically take a seat at our gaming table so we can play or watch in most cases. Yeah, I think I haven't really been able to watch a table here. Usually it also, let's go in here, for example. Let's go to this gaming table and see what happens. So yeah, he can now open the gaming table. You can go to the communication channel, which I believe is in all the cases Discord. In this case, at least I haven't seen anything else. In respect to the streaming format, you see Twitch, sometimes you see YouTube, but that doesn't really matter. So basically this brings you to Tabletopia, and this one here is important. So when you use this code, you get 1 month of gold status at Tabletopia, which is really nice because then you can really play all of the games that are available there, and you can also invite other persons who are not part of the platform yet. So really gives you a good insight into the platform. There are some instructions. This really leads you to Discord and Tabletopia if you really haven't check those things out. So let's go to the open gaming table. So this should bring us to Tabletopia. So I'm logged in here. So this guy is looking for other players actually. And yeah, here's someone, okay, go to Discord, and if I explain the rules, then only if you go to Discord I will open the seed. But there are also some users say I want to watch basically playing, and this is what you would sometimes also usually do doing a fair or doing Essen. You walk down the aisles, you see a game that's interesting, you stop and stand for a couple of minutes just to get the feel of the game. And I think this is what's going to be simulated here. In this case, I think there's not a lot going on yet, but it's a Friday, and actually for virtual gaming event, I don't know if people really take vacation for that, for example. That's definitely different to the standard fair where people simply go there with vacation or whatever it is. But yeah, maybe it's simply the wrong time, this point in time. So yeah, let's simply close that. So maybe let's go back to the theme worlds, because there are definitely more things to check out. I think I was here at the solo games, right? Yeah, I think so. And from there, I went to there. But again, as I mentioned, doesn't really matter where you click. The virtual booth is then always the same. Something which I also like, there are some also accessories here. So it's not just board games. So you see here the basically famous table manufacturer here, for example. Even Hans im Glück provides some accessories here for that. We have Kablex, which are also some board gaming furniture, for example. That's very nice, actually. They have some really cool stuff. What else do we have? Yeah, Spielematerial is something I think I ordered some time ago. They really offer a lot of components. So if you're really planning to do your own little board game, then this is definitely the way to go. And they really have some very, very cute and very unique little pieces. I mean, look at these horses for meeples. I mean, that's really, really cool. So can I go back? Yes, I can. That's good. This does work actually. So that's good. So you don't have to go. You really can follow pretty much some kind of a breadcrumb navigation. The breadcrumbs are missing here actually, but overall you can simply go back. Colin, that's really also a nice yeah, they're doing handcrafted gaming tables, and they really have this little loser, which is definitely would be the right table for me. I actually did order a table already before I saw those guys. So I think if I wouldn't have ordered the other table, I might have gone for this table here. I think it's really reasonable from a pricing perspective. I mean, that's $600. I'm pretty sure you can get a hell of a lot of add-ons for this game. But yeah, this table really is good. And let's definitely give this one a like here too. So yeah, those are the accessories. Definitely not nearly as much as you would see booths in Essen. Basically, there's a whole hall for that. I think in the past was usually hall 2 where you would see these kind of things. I think maybe last year was already different, so I already forgot where those are. And yeah, obviously there are other things here. So then these are again back to the theme worlds. I don't know, what do we have here? Children games, for example, 2-player games. Maybe let's go to the expert games. Let's see what other, yeah, of course, Feuerland Spiele, definitely one of the major players. They do the German thing for Pendulum, and they also have Barrage here, Wingspan. So they really did a lot of pretty cool localizations for very, very famous games here. For example, Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, for example. And yeah, of course, they also have their own games as well as a lineup. So that's for Feuerland. But again, I think you can do that on your own. I'm really here to walk you through basically the platform on the and here you have the media hub. So here you will see some, I don't know, live streams. You can show all the events, for example, which is really important if you're really looking for something here. So here seems to be something in Russian for Simon or so. I don't know. You will also see some pre-recorded content, so you will definitely find some videos from me, apparently or obviously for games that are relevant to this year's fair. So I didn't really upload all my videos here, only the latest, I don't know, 10 or so games. Here there was, it seems a day ago, there was something for 2F Spiele. Keep in mind, right now I'm doing my playthrough of Feierabend, finishing time, which is definitely something I enjoy a lot. Apart from that, you will see some promotions. And overall, the look and feel is very modern, so I really do like this a lot. Actually, you can click on all promotions and events. I believe you are also seeing some, I don't know, here, for example, here we have Spieloffensive, where they are selling some of their older stuff. Let's put it like this, for example. But here, this is really, or here, a 20% discount on HCM. I think this is basically a trader who's selling a board game. So here you can find some stuff. So this is really nice for these promotion and events, for example. Of course, you have some of the game releases here. I think you will definitely see, for example, some sponsored content. For example, here is Dinner for One for Ravensburger. Dinner for One is in Germany very famous, basically during the New Year's Eve. We will watch this crazily. I think you can watch this 10 times that night. And you usually, sometimes you still laugh about it. I do remember when I first watched this, I don't know, it was maybe 12, 11. When I watched it, yeah, voluntarily, let's put it like this, I was really laughing out loud. It was really, really fun. And then you can go there, and then you can also go to the game titles here. And then you can really filter for crowdfunding, two-player games. You can really search for a particular game, for example. You can also simply browse through this. So I think really a hell of a lot of titles that are being presented during this year's fair. Here's something in addition for Eon's End, for example. I think this is for the German localization by Pegasus here. Let's look for, I don't know, what do we have here? Family. Let's check for expert games here. Yeah, of course, we have Seven Wonders Duel expansion, Agora. We have Mule the board game. This is not really new as far as I remember, but I could imagine, yes, you can definitely buy it here. So you see some description there, not really events around that. So let's say if I want to buy this stuff, I think this is now a good, I played the computer game quite a bit during my time actually. So what happens if I go to buy games? So in this case, okay, I can only go to the web shop from the publisher in this case. But let's see, let's say I want to go for, let's take Armada. I think that's great. I only played Armada once. Friend brought this to the game night, I think 2 or 3 years ago. But I really don't want to get invested in too much stuff here. So let's see, I want to buy this stuff. So yeah, here we definitely have some more. So you can buy it from China, Asmodee, from Sweden, from the US, Taiwan, Norway, Germany. You can, you can pre-order it here. Where would I pre-order it here? Let's click on it. Wieder im Spiel. Okay, that's basically a sidebar from Asmodee. Actually, they will tell you, okay, these are the shops where you can buy those. So it's also nice. So they are also supporting the friendly local game shops, for example. I'm pretty sure there are also some official web shops here. So, and this really depends from game to game. And on there, again, there was a lot of discussions around, okay, where can I buy this? I cannot really go to the booth. Obviously, times are different. I think I already mentioned this. So it has to make do. What else do we have? Of course, we have the mandatory exhibitor list, which you basically also can search for. I think, yeah, wow, this is really a lot of stuff. So here we have some of those sponsored booths. They are a little bit bigger, so you definitely see those. What do we have here? Game Brew. I think they have various levels of booth that you can or could buy or order for this. I think this is one of the medium ones where they can also allow to showcase some of the titles, which this is really something which helps you. You really go through this list and then you see, yeah, right, these guys made Paris, so let's click on Paris, for example. And this works pretty well, and this definitely seems like a very interesting game. Pretty sure I want to get hold of this. And then let's see about this. Okay, here on and 2 p.m. you can pretty much see behind the scenes how we make prototypes. Knife. And if you're really interested, you can put it on your watch list. For example, obviously you can also buy it here. And here, yeah, that's really one of those things again. you can go with this from their web shop. But they say, okay, we order discounts and free shipping, so maybe let's check it out. And I'm really not getting paid for those from those guys in any way. So it's 45 bucks, and obviously maybe you can get it for free shipping in Europe. At least I could imagine. I'm not going into that. Again, I'm not getting paid by those guys. But again, I have opened this, put this on my watch list, and then you can see that, okay, where is my watch list again? There's my watch list, the first thing. So here I had some test events here, for example. So yeah, I think I already missed this one, the roundtable live streams. But here is something, for example, which I definitely want to check out, the live playthrough with a designer from Lost Ruins of Anak, which seems to be very, very interesting piece. And then there is this how we make prototypes. So you have it on your watch list, so you're not forgetting this. Obviously, you see, I have a problem here. I have to make a choice, but I don't know, maybe I will sneak in here watching this for an hour, because this seems to be a longer exercise. Maybe there is something more going on. It takes longer, and it's definitely not a short game, so I could maybe check out the first 30 minutes. But again, that's also the same thing at the physical, or when you go to Essen, you have to make choices. Actually, you can stand there for longer, but you're missing out on something else. But again, that's kind of really simulating the same or a similar experience here. Yeah, and apart from that, you have some partner shops. Obviously, they have to make a living out of this still. So it's really only fair that they whatever sell some ads and then partner with some of their publishers here, obviously here. And I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell, actually. I really highly encourage you, if you have whatever, an hour or so to spend, check it out on your own. Again, it's completely free of charge. You can simply go there. You don't even have to create an account, only if you really want to join or open gaming tables, because again, they have partnered with Tabletopia. So yeah, they really have to tell you, hey, I'm coming now from SPIEL.digital, for example. That's the one reason. But if you just want to see stuff, then you can really do that. Just go there without any registration, any fee whatsoever. You can simply go there. And I really hope you enjoyed my little walkthrough here. Let me know if you want to make me do more of these videos. I think we still have 2.5 full more days. So just let me know and I will look at it. And we'll consider a second playthrough or a second walkthrough of SPIEL.digital here. If not, that's totally fine. I definitely have plenty of games on my shelves now, which I have to play. A lot of those are actual releases for Essen or SPIEL.digital here. And yeah, definitely looking forward to try those out. Hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. A huge shout out to all of my patrons. I nearly forgot that. Really do appreciate your support. Like and subscribe as usual. Everything helps. And yeah, again, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And until then, bye bye.